Hi everybody, this is Diane. Happy New Year. Today is New Year's Day, January 1st, as I am making this video. I have been tidying up in here, getting things cleaned and put away, and I decided I was going to work a little bit on these journal covers. So I am going to work on this one. I've got them all separated from their original spine. But this one really needs a lot of work because the edges are so frayed and there are marks on it. So I'm gonna do some work on this and bring you along with me. I have some supplies here, some fabric strips and some small fabric pieces, some pom-pom, or yo-yos, I'm sorry, I always say it wrong. Yo-yos, I have a few tickets and some mini doilies, and I have these pieces that are part of a children's play set that I got at a flea market, and also some are cut out from paper doll books that I had cut out a long time ago. This is also from paper doll books, so I don't know if I'll use any of these on here. I am going to want to do something on the back too, because there are some spots that I want to cover. So this is going to require a lot of work. And I also have my adorable little children's toy case with the paper doll clothing that I definitely want to use. So let's start on the front. I'll save the wrapping of, I'm going to wrap some fabric around some of these spots. I'll save that for last. So I want to just start by adding some collage. And I'll start with a paper doll outfit, I think. I've got grown-up paper doll outfits and children's, and I want children's for these books because they are children's books and I'm using children's paper dolls in them. So these are all grown-up ones. There's a little girl's dress. Okay, now we're into the children's clothing. I'm looking for something that's already cut out. Got some accessories. I don't want to use the clothing that comes with the dolls that I'm using because I want all of the clothing to come inside the book in case you wanted to, you know, actually put them on your dolls. I like trying them on them, at least holding them up to them. I don't play with the paper dolls. I just like seeing what the clothes look like on them. And if you play with paper dolls, I will not judge. Okay, let's start with some of these. I don't want to cover up the word learn, so I'll try not to. I might have to cut. This one goes with this paper doll set, I believe. I might have to cut something out of here, but maybe I'll just use this. And maybe a ticket or a doily. This one has a magnet on it. Or a piece of metal to stick to the magnet in the doll. Might use that on the back. I'm looking for a hat or something. I'm not going to be able to cover all the scribbles because there's a scribble right here, and I don't think I want to put, at least not a hat there. I think the pink hat isn't going to work. I like this little patchwork pattern. Did you all stay up till midnight? I did. I've been staying up late, later than I should anyway. Even if I'm in bed, I don't turn off my light. I've been just having a bad time with sleep, and I'm not helping it any by staying up too late. So, I don't know if I can tear this. It's got a little starch in it. Oh yeah, it'll tear. So I stayed up and I was really, really sleepy. But I didn't watch any of the New Year's Eve specials or anything. I think I was watching some YouTube videos, journaling videos, just being quiet. Happy New Year, and let's go to bed. Saying to myself, since I live alone. Now I don't want all the decoration to be on this side, so I have to do something over here. It will have some fabric on the spine. What fabric did I pick out? I think it was this one. Yeah, it was that one. So we'll have this over here. Maybe I'll put that over there. Gonna have plenty on it, that's for sure. Well, I think I will start with this because I'm not putting anything. I didn't know if I would have things here and just overlap it with the fabric, but I guess I won't be putting anything there that far over, so I'm going to start with putting this part on. I should probably cover that. I guess I can just put the paper over the fabric. I mean, I definitely cover it, but I maybe should have done that before I put the fabric on. I was just seeing how raw these edges are. There's some raw spots down here and right here on the corner. I feel like it needs a little strip of something there. I'll just put this all the way across. It's a K & Company sticker border. It's old. And I don't trust the adhesive. I miss K and Company. They had some really good stuff. I'll save this and put it on after I assemble the spine. I don't know if I'll put anything else. Maybe some daisy trim or something. Let me see if I can find them. I figure since I have to put a lot on here, I might as well make it like put a lot on because I wanted to, not because I had to. Oh, I've got these little flowers that I got from Amazon. I think that's what it needed. Maybe I won't even put the pom-pom over here. See what it looks like when we get everything on it. Yo-yo. Yo-yo. It's a yo-yo. It's a good start, and I'll revisit it after I get the book assembled to see if I need to add anything else. And now I'm going to do something to the back. I'll have to wrap this edge, and I don't necessarily need to use the same fabric for both edges. I really like this fabric. Like that, right? No, it goes like this. This is the edge I need to cover. And I pulled out some larger pieces of clothing to collage. I don't need to cover up all of the worn places, but I really didn't like that. I washed off as much as I could, and it just looks like there was stuff stuck on it, so I'm covering that up. Let's see if I have a little bird in these play pieces that I can put up. Oh, I see a butterfly. Oh, there's a bird. Maybe I'll put the squirrel down here instead of the flower. I just didn't want to have a piece of dirt down here with nothing else. So I'll add a squirrel. That'll be cute. I guess that's all I have for objects in the sky, or living creatures in the sky. I do have stars, but I'm not going to put them on. Off to dreamland. I don't know if I want to put the butterfly on. It looks better with 3, and I have 2 here and 2 here. And 2 here. And this will have that same yellow fabric on the edge. Okay, let's just start gluing. This was torn in half and taped together. This playset was not in good shape. And there were originally some background scenes which I didn't get. They weren't with it. So these have a fuzzy background to stick to the scenes. There was a school, a circus, a farm, some place where they were having a picnic, different scenes. And some of the pieces could work in different scenes, more than one scene. It was a pretty cute set, but pretty old and not in good shape. I don't remember how they were. I know the words toy truck were showing. These were already cut out. Just gonna make that a little more shaped. It was just a straight angle there. The fabric on the edge. Now, someone had asked me recently, I think with one of the Christmas journals, how to, I think it was how to put the book cover together. It was either that or how to put the pages into the book. And I've shown all of those things multiple times. So I never know if I should show stuff like that again. Okay, that looks cute. I like that. I'm happy with that. So I will assemble, I think I'll assemble this cover off camera, and then I'll hopefully tack it on. Where are we? Oh yeah, I've got time. I can add to this video and show you the completed cover with the spine and the inside papers. Well, I'm back, and here is the finished cover with all the pieces glued on that I did in the video. And then I added the spine and the fabric on the spine and some trim. And I did go ahead and add a yo-yo and embellish that with one of the little embroidered flowers. And I chose some plaid paper to go on the inside. And I'm thinking I probably will put a good sized pocket on the front and probably on the back also. And I can put, there are 2 paper dolls that will come with this book. And I'll put either 2 paper dolls in the front, or one in the front and one in the back. And I was thinking that I might use these little children that came with the play set that I got. They're in terrible condition, but I love them. And I thought I would just glue one to each pocket, but I'm not sure about that yet. And then I went ahead and put my other journal, the journal covers together. I'm not going to fold it because I just glued that fabric and I want it to dry. I put this vintage trim on there, and I'm leaving the end papers as they are. And here is this one. Again, vintage trim. And I didn't change the end plate. This is, or end paper. This is different from what I've seen before. The coloring is different. I think it's usually like this on the back side, right? I'll have to get out my other books and look. But this looked unique, so I'm not covering it. And this is nice and clean, so I'm not covering that. So I have 3 journal covers done. These were a lot faster. I probably did both of these in less time than it took to do this cover because of all the embellishing. But I love the way it turned out. It's going to be a cute journal. So there we have it. The covers of my first journals for 2026. I'm excited about them. This one, in case you didn't know, this one is mine because paper dolls were a big part of my life. Growing up. And even when I had outgrown playing with paper dolls, I had a sister that was, my youngest sister was 10 years younger than me, and I remember buying her paper dolls and cutting them out for her because I wasn't ready to really give them up yet. I had to kind of play with them by cutting them out for my sister and then giving them to her. I just loved paper dolls. So this one is mine, but these two will be in my shop when they're done. So I hope you'll come back to see more work being done. I'm looking forward to using my vintage paper doll clothes to make tags, flashcards, whatnot, collages. So come on back and we'll see where these journals take us in 2026. Have a creative day. Bye.